How's it going, folks? Coming at you live from Pembroke Pines, Florida, for the Repticon Reptile Show down here in South Florida. Got an amazing selection of different vendors here. All kinds of different snakes, lizards, amphibians, frogs, different insects, arachnids. Got all kinds of spiders, jumping spiders, several different kind of bioactive vendors like myself. You guys should definitely come check it out. It's at the Charles something building in Pembroke Pines, Florida. You guys can go check it out at repticon.com. For you today, though, I'm going to be doing a little bioactive demonstration. I'm going to be building a 12 by 12 by 18 Zoom Ed bioactive setup. Generally, I do the Exoterras, but unfortunately, I was just informed that Exoterra is redoing their design, so they aren't making the old ones anymore. So I guess I'll have to be waiting for the new design, see how that works out. So we got a couple Zoom Eds for you today, and that's what we'll do. I know I'm just panning around everywhere. I'll get better at this, I promise. Look at that guy. He's a fool. Anywho, so let's get going, chat. I'm going to go ahead and get you set up on my little pedestal here. I'll go ahead and flip you around. All right. How's everybody doing today? How y'all folks doing? Just doing a little live demonstration of building this Zoom Ed terrarium here. I'm going to turn it into a bioactive setup. As soon as I get this camera situated, chat, we'll get started. I don't know why. I never like these ring lights. I can never get my camera to situate. And all right. I think that's going to work. Pick up a little bit here. I think that's going to work there. All right, so like I said, we got a 12 by 12 by 18 Zoom Ed. Already taken all the packaging off of it and everything. Cleaned it up a little bit, but there's still a little bit of residual glue from some of the packaging on it. I'm going to go ahead and try and get a little bit more of that off before we get started. One of these things, too, when you guys are doing these, when you do your tanks and you do your bioactive setups, these doors, they all come off pretty simple. It's just a matter of pushing down on the base here and lifting up on the door. And there's just little pegs that they pop right out of. No big deal. Go ahead and set that to the side, get it out of the way. That's why I stopped trying to clean it, because I was just shaking my whole display over here. I need really like some alcohol. I will definitely have to say, exoterra tanks would not be this filthy. I would not need to do this much detailed cleaning to get one set up. It would just be ready to go. Little mild buff. All right, I think that's a little better at least. A little better. We'll get a little more cleaning on it once we get it together. I'm just nitpicking at things at this point. Looks pretty decent on film, I think. How's it going there, Ever? Ever? Yeah, Ever. All right. So bioactive setup is a layered system. Basically, you have different layers, and different layers have different purposes. You have a drainage layer, and for a drainage layer, we use leca, clay balls, but a lot of different things can work for a drainage layer. Um, in the hobby, leca clay balls is just a good option. They're very lightweight. They absorb water really well. They create a great place for beneficial bacteria to grow. Just a really good product to have. They don't break down really fast. They're very long lasting. But you can also use different kinds of rock, pea gravel, lava rock. You can even use sand if you don't really need too much of water in your drainage layer. But we're going to use the expanded clay balls we got here. This is obviously my own product, my own bagged up product. And generally, I would like to rinse these off really well. Even maybe let them soak for a couple hours, just to kind of get them hydrated and whatnot really good. But unfortunately, we're here at the show, so kind of limited on what I can do for a live video. But that would definitely be my recommendation to you guys. Everything you put in a terrarium, you should rinse off. All right, so then after that, we got screen mesh. This is going to keep your substrate from falling down into your drainage layer. How y'all doing? So I'm just doing a little live over here. Thank you, thank you. It's sealed-ish. It's the lid is not doesn't have a gasket on it, so some ventilation can get in and out. It'll probably lose some moisture over time, so it may need to be added to. But essentially, it's mostly sealed. I haven't really opened it, but one time to add more water to it since I put it together 2 months ago. Yeah, the other thing too with these Zoom Med tanks, the Exoterras, they come with an already pre-made up foam background. It's nothing fancy, but gosh, it definitely does the job. Sucks with these ones, you don't get that. I hope that the new Exoterra designs they include that, because it's kind of a staple for them. After your screen mask and your drainage layer, you're gonna have charcoal. Some people like to mix their charcoal and their substrate. I just make it another layer in my system. Charcoal is really good to filter your water as it flows up and down through your drainage layers you've created. The little water cycle we're creating by having a drainage layer. As the water filters up and down through it, it'll filter it, and then it'll also filter out the air, it'll filter out your substrate. It's going to create beneficial places for your springtails and other things to grow. And then it's amazing nutrients for plants. If you're a gardener, put charcoal in your garden. I think like the whole craze right now with charcoal in gardens, they call it biochar. It's just charcoal, folks. On top of that, I'm gonna do my substrate. This is just my own little blend for terrarium-based substrate. I like to kind of keep it a little separated in the bag like this. Makes it look a little fancy, I think. But I'd mix this all up and then put it in. Usually, I'd mix it up outside of the terrarium and then put it in, but I'm limited with what I have here at the show. I'm also going to go ahead and get some leaves at this point. Be a good time to get some leaves into the setup. For that, I'm just going to use some pin oak, some swamp Spanish pin oak leaves. Nothing special. Pretty much any sort of leaves you'd like to use are going to work for you. Just stick with hardwood stuff. Your oaks, your birch, magnolia is a great option. Maple. So then I'm going to go ahead and crumble some of the leaves up, and we'll mix it in with the substrate also. And that'll help also give some nutrients to the plants, give a little place for the isopods and springtails to get down into, because this is going to be one of their main food sources outside of cleaning up after your main inhabitant. Leaves will be that one thing you'll definitely have to replenish as a setup gets more seasoned and established. All right, now we got that all mixed in, all mixed up. You want to slope your substrate towards the back. This helps create a really nice depth, creates a great looking depth to the setup, so it gives it more aesthetic appeal. And I even kind of pushed it up to that corner a little bit too. How y'all doing? Doing well. All right. So what do we got next? We're gonna need our hardscape. Go ahead and add another layer of leaves on top. Put some in whole. Crumble some up. Let's save the rest of that for the other build that I'll do tomorrow. Usually there's more than enough leaves in my bags to do one of these setups. How's it going, man? Just doing a little live. Just ignore me. I'm not talking to myself, I promise. I mean, I kind of am. Nobody's watching. There you go. If you build it, they will watch. I like that. All right, so we got our leaf layer in there now. We'll go ahead and get our hardscape in. I picked up a few different things from one of my fellow vendors here, Ben Cole. He always has great selection of random wood he's gathered from Lord knows where, honestly. But it all looks great, so we use it. All right. So like I said, I got a few different options. Not sure what all I'm going to put in, where it's all going to fit, but we're going to figure it out together, right? I also got some of these vines I really like to use. These are great for terrariums. They look super natural. Talking to my live. Sorry. Really great. They're really supernatural, or supernatural. They're really natural looking, safe product. So we'll incorporate that in somehow. The girl really thought I was talking to her. She like stopped, was like looking at me, nodding her head. Oh yeah, I totally know what you're talking about. She had to have thought I was crazy, chat. Had to have thought I was crazy. That's okay. I mean, you kind of have to be a little crazy because essentially, like I said, you're just talking to yourself, especially when you're new at this. When you're new to doing lives. I'm gonna go ahead and take the lid off of here too. That'll help give me a little better access to everything as well. Yeah, I thought that piece was gonna be a little big. That's okay. We'll just break it off a little bit. Maybe we'll incorporate this bottom part into it somewhere. Oh man, maybe I won't. Maybe it won't break. I don't want to break the top part. The top part's the nice part, right? There we go. There we go. Definitely want to make sure when you're putting your hardscape in, you play around with it a little bit before you make your ultimate decision on where you want the placement to be. I just realized this guy's got a nice little bit of already live moss on it, so definitely want that side to be. Yeah, and up here also looks like some Java moss almost, honestly. Definitely want that spot to be exposed. Try and maneuver it down into the substrate, wiggle it a little bit until I can get this top piece up there, right there. There we go. That's how we do that. All right. What else we got going on in here? We got this vine we got to incorporate too, so I don't want to go too far without getting it going. Yeah, so it's just the all wire vine. It's very bendable, pliable, great to just wrap around things, smack yourself in the face with it. I've been putting terrariums together, gosh, 4 years now, maybe. Been selling supplies and stuff for probably a year longer than that. Not being confident. It's really what it is. The biggest challenge people have in a lot of things in life, I feel like, is they just don't have enough confidence in themselves. Building terrariums are pretty simple. You just gotta sit down and do it. Find the time. Watch yourself a couple YouTube videos like this one. You'll be an expert. How y'all doing? think the last time I did one of these, I went ahead and did the vines before I did the live because this is definitely a little bit more of a tedious process, but that's okay. We'll get this done anyways. All right. No, it would be cool. You know it would be cool. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if you all saw what I saw, but I definitely saw it. That would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah. I think I can do that. I think I can do that. This guy over here in this corner, shaking the whole display. There we go. This one. So how's everybody doing out there in the YouTube verse? Y'all enjoying your Saturday? Anybody South Florida area? Some of your benefits you get from going bioactive, um, beyond just having a really amazing setup to look at. I mean, the aesthetic appeal of a bioactive setup is by far, I feel like, the most inspiration anybody needs to build one of these. You know, let's get away from just putting our animals in boxes and walking away. Let's do something cool. You know, make it look natural. Make them feel at home. I hope my big hairy arm is not taking up most of this video like it has in previous live. Come on. If you have any questions or anything, just let me know. I can multitask with a live and take care of y'all. It's right there, chat. Well, let's pull it out. It's fine. Make sure you pull out. No, I didn't say that. Getting kind of interesting, right? What are you guys thinking? Looking kind of cool. Feel like it's coming along. Just another YouTube channel. What's up? What's up, Matt? Where I'm at today, I'm in Pembroke Pines, Florida. It's South Florida. It's a little south of West Palm, just north of Miami. It's like right between West Palm and Miami area. What are you up to, bro? Which one am I doing? Yeah, the only problem with doing these lives at the show is when I'm by myself, I don't have anybody to Greek customers, and they all just look at me like I'm crazy, like I'm talking to myself. So they just kind of walk by my table. Not the best time to get sales trying to make one of these, but everybody's gonna want it once it's done. There we go. There we go. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, where you gonna go fishing? Fresh or salt? We oh that's all right. I already told you about Leo and us going fishing. I ain't talked to him since. I try to reach back out, but oh, all of us have lost touch with each other, man. It's so sad. But have that one like coming out of the ground a little bit. Still got this moss down here. We don't want to cover up either. Yeah, with it being wire, you just kind of press it all in. I'm not sure what you guys have in your area, but I know that they sell a vine like this. It's in a package. I think maybe it's a Zoom Ed product. Uh, might be Exoterra. I can't remember honestly off the top of my head. Are you gonna fit in there? No, not really. Not really. It's not really that big of a hole. It's not that deep. Um, always struggle with what to do with the last couple vines. I know what I'm doing with the last one. That one's gonna be fun. That one's gonna be fun. Well, there you go. That's definitely plenty of lakes. I don't know why I thought you guys were a little closer to the coast. I mean, I guess you're west. It's West Virginia, right? You're in. Maybe not. So I'm gonna try to make this piece suspend. I think that's my plan here, chat. I think I'm gonna try and see if this vine will hold this piece up and kind of suspend it midair. I think that'll be fun. It'll look like nature did it, right? Now it's just a matter of accomplishing the look. Oh man, that's so cool, chat. This is working so well. I'm so happy this is working. This is gonna be fun. I like it. I think I need to twist just a little though. Like that. Largest selection at the show. How y'all doing? How much what? I don't know how many. I don't weigh my bags. It's appropriate for this size setup. I measure. I don't weigh. Yeah, they're pretty popular. Yeah, magic potions are definitely a pretty popular species. The ones I have are American, but there are Japanese species also. The Japanese species tend to be a little more, not finicky is not the right word, a little tougher. Yeah, you can open them up. A little more delicate. That's a good, better word. Less forgiving. That's a better way to put it. So the gecko jumped on that. I mean, I'm hitting it pretty hard, chat. Gecko's not that big. But if a little crusty jumped on that, that'd be fun, right? I think that'll work. Kind of come down here and give it a little more support. Yeah, you can pop them open, peek and poke at them. Go for it. I like it, chat. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. We're gonna get the camera out and come in here a little closer. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? It's just kind of suspended there. Yeah, that's working pretty cool. That's looking pretty cool. Anybody jumping in? Appreciate you guys tapping that screen, giving me a like. Appreciate the subscribe. We're here at Pembroke Pines, Florida, Repticon. Just doing a little bioactive setup, a little demonstration. We're doing one today and one tomorrow. These are a bit of the pieces I broke off earlier. Said we'd use them. We'll just kind of put that guy like that, huh? That'll work. That'll work. All right. So what do we got next? I think our next step now, Chad, is some plants. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little hose down. Give it a little spray. Get some things getting hydrated a little bit. We could have sprayed the clay pebbles too, honestly. It's probably what I should have done. At least giving them a little pop of water. But that's okay. It's a drainager. That's the point of it. Water will flow down to it. They'll get wet. They always do. All right. Love how just a little water completely changes the look and color of everything, huh? So next step's gonna be plants. Got quite a few different options I'm gonna throw in here. Got one of these guys. I didn't label it. I think it's some kind of, I want to say a fern, but that's probably not appropriate. Everybody knows what it is in the chat. I'm welcome to hear what it is. I'm definitely not the most knowledgeable when it comes to different plant species. I just plant them. I don't know what they're called. So I split that one up because it's a big plant. I'm just going to use half of it. We'll use half of it in this one, half in the other one tomorrow. And I went ahead and got most of the dirt broke up off the roots before I put it in there. Wanted to be mostly clean. I think I want to try and get it in this back corner, but that means that that would have to move a little bit. But I think that's where I want it to be, right? Up against this wall, huh? Let's see if I can get back here and get it in. Just kind of maneuvering it down on the substrate a little bit, chat. Yeah, there we go. I think that's gonna work. Fluff it up a little bit. Yeah, it's already coming along nice. All right. Next big boy we got is this one. Again, I'm not familiar with it. I thought maybe it was like a pothos, but I think it's something a little different than that. So for this one, because it's already got such long vines, these are a great plant to just clip. You can just clip and plant. All these little pieces here start rooting on their own. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and clip one of these long strands off. I'm going to put it in the setup, and then I'll use another one tomorrow. Scissors. Yeah, that'll be more than enough to put in there and get it started off. Kind of wrap it around some things. Get it into some substrate. Oh, sorry, I got distracted earlier. So some of the benefits about bioactive sets, again, besides just the aesthetic appeal of it, is you're creating a more natural ecosystem for your main inhabitant, your gecko, your frog, your snake, your lizard, whatever. You're really giving them that enrichment of something that's really going to bring them back to feel like they're in nature at home, where they belong. Instead of just putting them in a basic box, you know? I don't know that guy's gonna do well enough with just the bit I have in the substrate here. Yeah, there we go. That's gonna look better like that. So unfortunately, some of these leaves are a little chewed up. Just got them from the vendor that way. That happens. You know, they've got them in their greenhouses and whatever. All right, I think I'm about done playing around with that. Actually, no, hopefully just a little more. There we go. Yeah. Oh man, that's looking really nice, Chad. Hope you guys are enjoying it too. Make sure you guys tap that screen, hit that like button. You guys are liking what you see and appreciate the support. All right, then we got these two here. I know this one is a aluminum plant, I think is what they call it or something. Um, I don't know what this one's called, but there's two sprouts in both of them. I'm gonna go ahead and separate them. We'll just use one for each of these. These guys are gonna grow in really well. One of these is more than enough to get established. Same thing. I'm just gonna kind of break up most of the dirt that I'm getting from them. Get this one particularly has got a lot of perlite in it. Not that there's anything wrong with perlite. It's safe. Uh, there can be some sort of issues possibly with ingestion, but I wouldn't be too much concerned by it. All right. I think we want that one there, so we'll put the other one in the background. Maybe like right there. I think. Yeah, maybe like right there. I think. Then after we do our plants, we'll do some moss. We'll get some botanicals in there. Get some stones and some rocks, and make it all look super natural. How y'all doing, folks? Doing well. Got one more plant to put in here. If we toast this, make sure I have ample room for everything. How we doing? All right. Last guy. No, it's super easy. I mean, I'm putting this one here together to show. I think it's gonna look right there, chat. Right? I think so. I put these over there. Maybe we'll put them over here where the other piece of wood is. Huh? Yeah, I think I'm gonna put that guy right there. Yeah. There we go. That's looking really good, chat. I'm talking to my chat. I'm doing a live also. How y'all doing? All right. So now we've got moss is going to be our next thing, and we got some of this tree apron moss from the vendor across from me. So I'm going to put that in there. They all do essentially the same thing. Just some of them are going to be maybe a little better at it because they produce more, they consume more, they're more interested in food, while others are just wanting to just get by every day. A little slower. They don't breed as well. They are food for isopods. They're good protein source isopods. Protein and calcium is what is really going to make isopods produce really well. The more you can protein and calcium you get in, the better. And freeze-dried fish is great for both those purposes because you're going to eat the fish, the scales, the bones. They're going to get protein and calcium from it all. Yes, so isopods are nature's janitor. Yeah, they're same as that concept. They're like a sucker fish in a fish tank. Those are some twins. They had some questions about some stuff. All right. Yeah, sure. Perfect. You just want to stick them in that bag? Awesome. Thank you so much, y'all. Enjoy the rest of the show. Hmm? What? So it honestly stayed there, but it's not going to stay there. What's that? It's a good calcium source for isopods, but some of the isopods, especially your higher end rubber duckies and stuff, they are found natively in limestone caves, living directly on it. So they like require it. Powder orange. Mhm. That sounds like you got a pretty good little smorgasbord of stuff. Main thing is definitely make sure your leaves stay stocked up. Are you giving them any sort of outside food sources? Mm, mm, mm. Some more than others. Powder orange is not quite so much, but some more than others. They do. Mm, mm. Cork bark. Mm. That sounds like you got it all set up pretty well. Sounds great. Get you a bag. Yeah, yeah. Just the same exact as a powder orange, just different color. Mm. If you have any concerns with that, you can also try a more dwarf species, something that's going to definitely live in the substrate that's really small. They'll never see it. Either a dwarf purple or a dwarf white. If it's big enough, yeah. Yep. The springtails, $20. Sounds great. Oh yeah. And then you can just keep on letting it seed, and if you feel like you need more, put some more in there. Sounds great. The card, yeah. 50 minutes in, chat. We're getting close. Getting close to being completed. Just about there. We're on the home stretch. We got the moss in, we got our plants in. Get some, I got a little more black lava rock than I got some other stuff, but I sell stones too. Just kind of randomly putting them in there wherever I see fit. No rhyme, no reason. If you have any questions or anything, just let me know. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm selling them for. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I think that's probably enough, chat. I mean, we can get a little carried away with stones. Maybe one more guy right there. All right. Stones are done. Now we're going to do some botanicals. She's over here picking out some puka pods as we speak. Make sure you guys check out my YouTube, Dude Terrarium. Yep. You've probably heard of Bio Dude. He's probably a little more popular than I am. But if you have heard of me, that's awesome. No. It's probably Bio Dude. Bio Dude's probably got like 1 million subscribers or something. 161 or something. I'm a nobody, man. Awesome, awesome. Thank you. Sounds great. Again, Chad, I'm just kind of sporadically putting these in here. No rhyme, no reason. They fell from nature that way, so I want them to fall on my setup that way. Get you a bag. You just want to stick them in that bag? I got a little baggies right here. Anything else for you? Hmm? Right. It's probably powder oranges or powder blues. Yeah. Probably you guys. I've got 15 counts for $15. They're the same thing. They're just different coloring. The same exact species, just different colors. It really would depend on what your setup looks like. If it's more forest like this, the blues would probably look better and more hidden. But if it's more of a sandy, brown, orange sand, the orange ones would obviously blend in better. Right. All right. Let me cash or card. Let's get back to this. You're so close. So close. We got our botanicals in. We got our leaf in. We got our drainage layer in. We got our substrate in. We got our hardscape in, all different wood. Got a little suspended hardscape. little free floating piece of wood. Like we're Avatar world, huh? I like it. All right. Yeah, I think that's it, chat. I think I'll start buttoning it up. Give it a good hose down. Keep looking around, feeling like I'm missing something, but man, I feel like it's looking great, right? Somebody's little gecko or whatever will love this. Put a little perch on one side or the other for a food dish. This be a great setup for a crescent gecko. All right, I think that's going to be pretty good. Obviously, it's going to need to be sprayed again and again and again and again and again, but that's what we're going to get it done for now. I sell these little squeegees also. They're great for getting the water spots off your glass. I definitely use tap water, dechlorinated tap water, and we have, you know, pretty hard water. Most people who have city water have hard water. And at least water spots because you have hard water, get that calcium buildup on your tank. This helps take care of that while you also spray the tank to give a place for your gecko to get water from. You don't want to eliminate that. So if you need the water on the tank for your animals, you need to just leave it there. But for me, I want it to look aesthetically pleasing here at the show. My customers want to see something really nice, and they don't want to see a bunch of water spots all over it. All right. I think this is going to be it, chat. I think we're going to be at the final reveal here. Turn it around. Oh, sure. Yeah, turn it around this way. All right, here we go, chat. All set up, all ready to go. Just got to get the door back on, put the lid back on. And it came out pretty well. It came out pretty well. Yeah. All right. Let you guys set back up. Like, rock my brain or something. All right. Get the lid back on. Get the door back on. And then get it up on my shelf over here and put a price on it. Because this is going to be available as soon as we end this live. So if you guys are in the South Florida area or in the Pembroke Pines area and realize this is an awesome tank and you just have to have it, come on out. Repticon, Florida, Pembroke Pines. Check it out, repticon.com. Appreciate y'all giving me a like here. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, show me some love. And I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll be doing another one tomorrow. Put the door on. Be doing another one tomorrow, so make sure you guys are here for that. And if you're again, if you're in the area, like I said, I will be doing another one of these tomorrow. So if you can't make it today, come on out tomorrow. We'll be here 10 to 4 tomorrow. We're here to 4 o'clock today. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, that's why I wasn't working. I didn't have it in the right spot up top. There we go. There we go. Let me it, chat. Let me it. Hope y'all enjoyed it. So it came out pretty well. Can't complain. And that's going to be it for me. I got to get back to the grind this year. Place is getting kind of busy. Like I said, come check it out. Repticon, Pembroke Pines, Florida. This is the Charles something building. I don't know what the rest of the name's called. Charles something. Pembroke Pines. Repticon.com. Tap that screen, guys. Tap that screen. Make sure you guys hit that like. Appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, chat. Peace.